Hello guys, in this video we'll be taking a look at the autosomal DNA results, predicted phenotype traits, and GD match results of a mummy, an Egyptian mummy who lived during the Ptolemaic era in Egypt. Now the Ptolemaic era, in case you don't know, is back when the Greeks used to control Egypt. The Greeks won Egypt over from the Persians. These Ptolemaic Greeks basically did a complete gamer move and colonized Egypt, taking all the positions of power and having the native Egyptians do all the hard manual labor for them. Moving on to phenotype, this is what he is predicted to look like. He is predicted to have brown eye color, snub-shaped nose, and black hair. Weissek prediction is completely deranged, don't really pay attention to it. With snipper free, he is predicted to have brown eye color and white skin. He had some genotypes for pale Eurasian skin and lighter features. He was heterozygous for BEH1, did not have BH4 or BH3. So no blue eye mutations besides BEH1, and BEH1 is, by the way, a mutation that pretty much everybody in Eurasia has, so it's not a particularly, this mutation does not give you blue eyes, so probably did not have blue eyes. He was heterozygous for the pro-frenestin-pro variation in DRD2, which means intermediate number of D2 dopamine receptors in the brain. He's actually got the warrior with the IE, which means met-met genotype in Comte. Very stereotypically European genotype. You see Europeans with this a lot, you don't really see it outside of Europe. The implication of this is that he would have slower reuptake of dopamine, which means more dopamine building up in his system. More dopamine in his system means advantage in memory and attention tasks. You can read it on the screen, but also it means disadvantage in when it comes to stress resiliency and stressful situations. He did not have derived EDAR, so no East Asian facial traits, no shovel-shaped incisors, no epicanthic folds, no East Asian traits, and he's actually got this very interesting genotype, lower efficiency in processing folic acid. Nowadays, this problem can be fixed with supplements, but back in his day, back when he was living in the Iron Age, this problem might have been a very serious issue for health. When it comes to polygenic traits, he's got a very low genetic risk score for Crohn's disease. He's got a low risk score for schizophrenia. He's got a very low risk score for type 2 diabetes. He's got a low risk score for type 1 diabetes. He's got a very low risk score for coronary heart disease. He's got a very low risk score for bipolar disorder. And he's got a very high risk score for leukemia. So here's the question we all want answered. This is a mummy, meaning somebody of importance, a politician, a lawyer, a king. Does this person have Greek admixture? GD match can answer that question for you, even if you don't understand the answer. What I mean by that is, Greek admixture in the Iron Age is not the same as Greek admixture today. Since then, Greeks in Greece have received additional Northern European admixture and do not resemble the Greeks this individual is mixed with. GD match results show for him a clear shift or a deviation from the Levant group, which we can use as a reference for lack of an Egyptian group, towards the Anatolian Neolithic farmers and Iron Age Southern Europe. It's important to draw the distinction between what is Iron Age Greek and what is modern Greek. This is what he's scoring with PanDNL kit, and he's actually scoring 12% Sub-Saharan, and because of this 12% Sub-Saharan, it's a big deal. He's closest to Egyptians because of it, actually, rather than to various people of the Arabian Peninsula. He's getting modeled as a mixture of Yemenite plus Bedouin, and this is what he scores with the ancient Eurasia K6. Once again, we see a lot of Sub-Saharan. We see 8% Sub-Saharan admixture. This is what makes him more similar to Egyptians. Still closest to Saudis, though, not even close to Egyptians, still closest to Saudis, but getting modeled as a mixture of Levant Bronze Age plus Bedouin or Levant Bronze Age plus Egyptian. So relative to the Egyptians, he's more shifted towards the Levant, more shifted towards Anatolian Neolithic farmers, ultimately more shifted towards these Iron Age Greeks. This is what he scores with Gedrosia K3, 11% Sub-Saharan African. Some of this is just due to general affinities that Middle Eastern ancestral groups such as Natufians had towards Sub-Saharan Africans, but some of it is actual genuine black ancestry, which can also be seen with his results with other calculators previously shown in this video. Thanks for watching the video until the end. If you enjoy my content, leave a like and subscribe. Also, you can download this sample in 23andMe format from link which is in the description. Goodbye.